Hello everyone, welcome back to Broxton Farm. I'm Hitman82. I'm joining Miss Trillian. Hello Trillian.
Hello Hitman82.
And we've got Rickster. Hello Rick.
Howdy folks.
And where's Squirrely gone? There's Squirrely's being Squirrely again. Hello Squirrely.
Hello.
Alright, and as you can see, we have the potato harvesters ready to roll. We're gonna do some potatoes today. And Squirrely's off. He and his follower are going along picking up grass. He's been doing some mowing. Oh, sorry Trillian.
I get my harvester.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I went to the
It's
wrong
got the
harvester.
seat right and everything.
Yeah, I know. I didn't adjust it. Don't worry, I got out before I adjusted it.
He adjusted your mirrors too, didn't he?
Yeah. What a guy. I tell you. Okay, how do we unfold this thing? There. Oh my gosh, press the right button. There we go. One of these days I'll press the right button. I'm gonna go down and back on this end first, or this side first, Trillian, and then I'll, when I get back to the other end, I'll do the headline there. Because this little bit sticks out when I trim it up. And it's potato harvest day. So my intention on this field is to just trim this side up, do the headlands, and then go kind of up the middle and then start working outwards from the center. You know what I mean?
If I was listening, I would have.
Ah. So we'll do the headlands.
I'm doing a headland.
All right. And then after that, we'll go up the middle and then start going back and forth, you know, along the middle there, so that kind of clear out a center spot.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll do the trick. That way we'll keep the unloader out where Rick can get at it. He has to twiddle his thumbs for now, though. Don't worry, Rick. You'll be busy enough soon enough.
I'm at
25%. Question is, I'm not even doing much there. I get a few along the edge, but if I don't do that, then I'm missing. So I had a squash last night for dinner. Just, wow, was it ever easy? Just take the squash and you put it on a pan and put it in the stove and cook it. And no mess or anything from it, no dishes to do from it, because it just sits on a pan and cooks up. And take it out and you cut it in half, and you take all the seeds and stuff out, because it's just like a pumpkin. Take the seeds and stuff out of, scoop them out, and then you get yourself a squash. And then mix some other stuff with it, spices and such, like ginger, and of course you gotta put a bit of brown sugar in, that sort of thing. That's pretty tasty. Not usually a squash fan, but you know, when you grow your own, it tastes a heck of a lot better than store-bought, that's for sure. Which makes not a lot of sense, because it's just big gourd. Huh? I don't know. It just tastes better because you do it yourself. I think that's what it is.
well, it's very similar to anything that's vine ripened is going to taste better.
Man.
They have to pick it so early to get it to market before it rots. Yeah.
You've really seen that with avocados. So actually, I was at Costco and I bought some frozen diced avocado, because I've been, you know, buy avocado because you can't grow them here really, unless you, I suppose with the greenhouse you can, like a heated greenhouse year round with lights. You could probably grow avocado then, but you can't really do it here, so you have to, you know, you get it from Mexico or South America. So anyway, if you're getting them, you know, fresh, and I use that with air quotes, from from the grocery store, well, they pick them green, just like you're saying, they pick them green, and so sometimes you get them, they're all black inside because they didn't ripen properly because they picked them too early to try and have them ripen while they're in shipping. Anyway, so we tried the frozen one, and it was pretty good. Pretty happy with it. At least then it's, you know, it's freshly picked, properly ripened, and then frozen. At least that's the thinkings behind it. Then at least it's fresher than if you purchase it fresh. Again, the air quotes, fresh at the grocery store. Do I have to hit? What, do I have to do anything to overload? Oh, maybe it's just too close in. I'm not Rick. I want to unload. Oh, there we go. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's just too close.
Weirdness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so squash was really easy to grow, and it stores easily, so it's going to be another staple for us, I think. It's pretty tasty. We have a variety of types, and it's funny, some of them are ones we got, we bought them at the grocery store and then never got around to eating them, and they rotted. So we just took the seeds and planted them and got more squash. So that's good. Stuff didn't go to waste, because, as with many people, I'm sure you buy the fresh stuff and you're thinking, well, I'll use this, and then you don't, and then next thing you know, it's gone bad before you realize it. It's one problem with living on a little island and going off island for supplies. You get a month's supply or more at a time. Sometimes stuff goes bad. So Trillian, you're lucky. You're a lot closer to places that grow things year-round. Like, I'm sure you must get a lot of stuff from Spain, don't you?
Pass. I don't know. Probably. Don't get stuff going bad. Even with like 2 deliveries a week. With like the salad stuff I buy is only dated for 2 days.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm going to be the wrong way around for some of this, because this extra bit.
Okay.
I'll just go up and down this small area here till I meet up with the other field.
Yeah, I think this is enough a headland here. Let's see.
I think, yeah, when I used to buy like oranges and clementines and stuff, but I haven't bought any of them for ages, but they were all from Spain.
Oh, well, the clementines here are often from Spain as well. We get them from California, which is close, and Spain. Like, why would you import them from Spain when you can get them from California? Like, I don't know. But unfortunately, the last batch of clementines we got from California, I don't know if they picked them too early or what. They weren't very sweet at all. They weren't very good. But I think they had a bad year for them or something. They weren't sweetening up properly. I don't know if any of our viewers out there follow that sort of thing or not. Follow what's happening in the world for crops and stuff. If they do, maybe they could shed some light on why the clementines from California weren't as good this year. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was quite that far over, Trillian. Huh.
There's a lot of more field to the side. Quite line up.
Okay. Well, I think what I'll do then is separate it lengthways into half, and then I'll cut that into half again.
Get out of your way so you can swim around.
Thank you. I was like, I could do with the headland, but then if I'm gonna just be, it would be weird. I'm gonna be going straight across to the other field after. So I'll just do these few lanes. You can get around a little bit tight. Line up straight. Not to run on the potatoes.
No, we haven't done a potato harvest in a while. I think this is
No,
our
I think we
second
had
one.
potatoes on field 30. Don't know if we did that on screen or.
I think so.
Oh, I think it was when we bought the field that had potatoes on it.
I think Junkyard and I harvested that. I think.
Ah,
over
right.
on field 30. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we bought it and had potatoes when we harvested it, and then we planted more. And years have harvested it again since then. Although I don't think there's potatoes on it this time, is there?
Here you go, Rick. I'll
remember.
No, I think this is it for potatoes here this year. While Rick's unloading this there, let's have a look at. That would be. See what's on 45 and okay, so we've got canola to harvest, millet, rye, and spelt. Those are all ready. I had to make sure when I was going through my menus there that I didn't go and show a password or something, so that's why I was slow going through it. Oh, well, I'll check I'll watch back on it, because I mean, not that it really matters, I guess, because I assume our viewers here would not be malicious to us anyway. Of course, everyone likes to hear me cry, so maybe that's true. Oh well. That's not true. If somebody got on here and did nasty things, I wouldn't cry. I would just obviously ban that account, but also would have to load a save game, so we keep save games in archive just in case, because you never know. Plus there's always the possibility one of us will get on here to play and then fall asleep and wake up the next morning and it's just run 8 hours or 10 hours through. Whoops. I don't think that's actually happened, but it could. And then we just
or crashes or anything. Back up the backups.
I do actually. I do a backup on the server and then I copy a local one as well. Used to be computer tech, so I guess that's where that comes from. You gotta have a backup of your backup offsite. Okay, what lane are we on here? Well, 26 of 13. So I want to go about 58, right about there. Close enough.
I'll move over and start up that end section.
What I'm doing right now is I went and I did that that strip to your right there.
Yeah,
I think I did 2 there.
Over there. Yeah.
So so what I'm doing now is I'm doing a strip up the middle of this section. I'm just going to go on either side of where I'm going now. So what you could do is just turn around and just do rectangles around that smaller area too, if you want to.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
That might.
Get rid of this bit.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'll help out with the other bit.
That sounds like a plan. It helps have plans.
So they can go wrong.
Well, yeah.
What is the master plan?
Farming. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so it's hard to say where we'll be next episode, if we'll be doing more harvesting, or if we'll be on to seeding at that point, or who knows. You never know where we're going to end up with. Here, Rick, I'll just swing around here. Here you go. That gonna fill? Pretty close.
Close enough.
Close enough. We need a French fry factory. Or a crisp factory. No, crisps are something different. French fry factory. Oh, why not crisp too? Alright, so we've been yakking about some different factories. I think the noodle one will be the next one. That'll be a little simpler. It looks like the what was the other one called? The whiskey one. We have to do the barrels and the lumber as well. So
what does the noodle factory take?
I assume wheat
Grains.
or barley. Yeah, grains. Yeah.
Is that all you put in it?
Water,
or
I would assume water.
noodles. Noodles of noodles.
Oodles of noodles. Alright, so we've got, oh, we also have that big cornfield to harvest too, and it's not ready yet, not till probably tomorrow in game time. Or next month, or I don't know how you look at it.
Mid-autumn?
Yeah, that. Yeah, why don't I just use the words that actually are displayed? That would be a good idea. So yeah, it's the first day of autumn, or it's early autumn, so yeah, mid-autumn, second day of autumn, probably the corn will be ready. So we're gonna harvest that, I think. Don't think we need to do any silage. Squirrely, have you been putting grass in the fermenter?
No, I've just been filling up all the storage first.
Okay, we could probably use filling that too, because all our silage we get for the cows will be coming from that instead of a clamp, I imagine.
Alright, well, I have lots of grass.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Too bad we can't put straw in it. So I guess there was a bit of straw, was there? There was going to be more too, but we don't have to actually collect that if we get enough. We can just chop it as we harvest, because we've got some more grain fields to do over on the east side. There's the millet and the rye and stuff. It has straw as well. And we got canola to put in there for the seed production. Wow, we got lots and lots of stuff. Money doesn't seem to be an issue.
Rich farmers who'd have thunk it.
That UPK stuff sure makes you some money once you get it up and running.
It's just outlay for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Buying it in the first place. I'll need to go back to my single player farm at some point. Like one beehive. Yeah, well, I haven't played it in a little bit, but looking at all the buildings, going, yep, I'm going to buy that. 250,000. I've got like 6. Take a bit away.
Do you do missions for money? I have no idea. I don't play single player.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Kind of, but also to bring down the cost of the fields.
Yeah. Now, do you get, like, is every field owned by a different NPC, or do you have like one
Not
farmer
every field.
owning a bunch? Oh, okay.
There's
So
a few farmers own 3 different fields, and some, I think there's a couple of farmers only own 1 field. Because there was an achievement to do a mission for every farmer, which it did. But apparently on the Platinum South American map, it doesn't matter. I made sure I went round them all and did for every single farmer, and the achievement didn't work. So I had to go back to Gold Crest and do it on there. I was like, annoying. Yeah, some of the 1 or 2 of the farmers only owned the 1 field, because I was looking around them all because I didn't want to do their mission on that field. I couldn't find any others to do it on.
oh, they're big fields, were they?
Yeah, and it was like a giant field of sugar beets or something. It said like 300 odd minutes. I was like, no, just no. Let's just quickly try to do achievement hunt, I guess. I do occasionally. Sometimes I can't be bothered, but sometimes it's good. Don't really have any other goals in mind. Yeah.
It's funny, I don't really do achievements, except if I'm playing a game that doesn't have achievements. I'm like, geez, I wish this thing had achievements. Well, and then I haven't done the farms ones. I mean, I have lots of hours in the game, but I haven't actually gone and done the achievements. I don't play single player, so
Yeah.
so shit. I've last few nights I've been playing Factorio again, vanilla Factorio. They made some changes on there that I'll be happy with.
Mm-hmm.
The tutorials.
Did you get cliffs to show up?
Yeah, the cliffs are there. Yeah. So now you can make explosives to destroy the cliffs. Good thing, because I'm like, oh wow, neat, there's cliffs, and then I started setting up my
And then
factories.
it's just in your way
and I
everywhere.
was like, oh, there's cliffs in my way, darn
Yeah.
cliffs.
You could do the map without them on, couldn't you? Just turn them off. Yeah, because I watched a video with it, like, showing what was new in the update a few weeks ago, and I was like, I don't think I'll actually want the cliffs, to be honest.
Well,
unless
like
you set them to, at least in my experience, unless you set it to very high.
They're very
High. I think it's at least high and big. You won't see many of them.
Okay.
a lot of the ones on my world are just little tiny things that it's more of a like
Nuisance than anything else.
a little tiny hill in the middle of the landscape. So yeah, a nuisance. But you can you make explosives and you can
Work
blow
around.
them up.
Oh yeah, I was just like initially, before you can
like-
make the explosives.
How you like the artillery trains?
I haven't used them yet. I'm only at the point I'm just now setting up my rail network to haul the next, because my first iron ore patch is almost gone. So I've just gotten started. I don't even have, my first train of oil just arrived, but I don't even have refineries set up yet. So I've just been poking along on it. Been watching John Oliver videos. I just finished those, and so watching videos while I work. Well,
Play.
play.
It's work now.
Yep.
Oh, playing the wrong games.
It was air quotes for work too. I don't know. I've been toying with the idea of another Factorio season. I had planned to go back to it. We'll see. We'll see. I've lots of plans that I never follow through on, so not gonna promise anything there.
Make no promises, tell no lies.
Exactly. Well, it sure seems like the header on this thing is offset, doesn't it? You notice that, Trillian?
Yeah, it feels like it could be over a bit, or maybe it could be set to wider width. I'm not sure. It just yeah, it looks like I could do an extra row of potatoes on the right all the time.
Yeah. Nice going, Giants. It's vanilla equipment. You'd think it would.
13.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't believe Grimmy even makes this model anymore. Or at least the ones I've seen in some of the more recent vids, they look more like the Homer and Rokas.
You're up the hill from me there. Uh-oh. Watch out for that tree, George at the jungle. I have to turn very, very gradually or I'll run over the potatoes behind me. Like, well, not quite. Didn't quite clear it.
Mash is good. Oh, why am I going this way? Derp. I may have derp.
Whoa, why did the front lift up there? Oh my gosh, now I'm in it. Oh well.
It'll be alright.
I ran over a bit. It'll be fine.
Forsooth.
Mm-hmm. Darn trees in the way.
Heading straight for one. Somebody better cut
Tree
it down
jousting.
quick. I'm not moving. Or no, fine. Oh, that does catch.
Yes, trees are the epitome of stick in the mud.
If this was spin tires, they'd be the rocks. Those big rocks that you always get caught up on in the mud.
What is different between the mud runner and the old spin tires?
Honestly, the biggest thing for me is the quick winching. So you can be driving along and like I use my Xbox 360 controller and I just hit one button and it comes up and then I can move my stick around and select a winch point and hit the button again and then start winching myself. So while I'm going along, I mean I can do that. I can be driving, hit a winch point, pull myself along and keep driving. I mean it's not particularly realistic, but you can kind of slingshot yourself along through the mud that way.
Oh, okay.
So that part is different. Some new maps, yeah, there's new maps. Some of the old maps aren't there, like Volcano. I don't think is there. I shouldn't say I don't think. I don't. It definitely wasn't because I went through and played all the maps. So did all the challenges.
The actual sort of mechanics are the same. You
Yeah.
go and pick up logs in one place and take them to another.
No, some of the vehicles are locked. You can't use them until you get a certain number of points, which you get for unlocking maps or completing maps. So basically, one of the big 8-wheeler ones is the last one you get, and you have to complete all the maps for that.
Right. Oh, so it sort of gives you goals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the challenges were pretty good. I liked the challenges. They were a good way to learn the game, learn the the changes. Relearn how to play. All in all, I was happy with it. It's boring solo, but I pretty much say that for every game, right? So not something I'd really put on a review. It's like, boy, this is boring in single player. Well, the obvious answer there is, well, then don't play it single player. But anyway. Ran over more potatoes. This tree This tree will be the bane or the death of me, bane of my existence. You hearing me, Squirrely?
Yep.
Which tree is it?
These trees that are dividing fields 28 and 29 along that roadway. I mean, they look nice there, but I guess if we weren't doing the two fields together, they'd still be in the way.
Yeah.
Oops, I hit the wrong button there.
Yeah, if we weren't going straight across the road, it would be fine, really. We'd do a headland on the fields. It'd be pretty
Yeah.
small fields on their own, so.
Yeah. We'll leave the road through, but maybe take the trees down. Take the trees out.
Yeah.
We could even plow further so they're kind of right up to the pavement. Or gravel. I guess it's a gravel road. So basically get rid of all the green and go right up to the road. So it looks like a road through the field. Guess I needed a bigger headland. Oh. Alright, so we are at about the end of our time for today. Another potato harvest under the belts. We're all lots and lots of potatoes. We're actually going to have to start selling this stuff at some point. Mind you, our grains, at least our barley and our wheat, we're using up in the dairy, and soon it'll be in the Newell factory as well. And so some of the newer grains on this map, such as the rye and spelt and stuff, we'll have to just start selling that off. So
Timber.
yeah, I'd say there must be a tree. Okay, that's why I'm itchy. So doing it now is probably wasn't the.
You've done
Thanks,
it 5
Squirrely.
minutes ago.
Well, you're at the end of your time, so
Oh my. So
you just added a little excitement for the ending.
that's right.
Yeah.
Finale. Chainsaw finale. Alrighty, well, let us begin our goodbyes. We'll start with Rickster.
See you later, folks.
Squirrely.
Have a good one.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.